and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the topic of snake bites. So the center has urged the state to declare snake bite a notifiable disease. So whenever you hear this term snake bite, is it scary, right? So in India there are more than 310 snake species, out of which 66 species are venomous and around 42 species are mildly venomous. 23 species are considered to be of medical importance because their venom can kill. Around 90% of the snake bites in India are caused by the big fours. So this big four consists of Indian cobra, common krait, Russell viper and the saw-scaled viper. So these big four are dangerous in nature. So let us now look at the points of discussion. First of all, we will be looking at the news. Then what is snake bite? What are notifiable disease? What are fatal snake bites? Why snake bites should be made a notifiable disease? And then what are the challenges in treating or the treatment of snake bites? And in the end, a prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 3, that is Science and Tech, disease. The news talks about the center wants states to make snake bites a notifiable disease. Why? What this means? So what is a notifiable disease and why the center is asking states to make snake bite a notifiable disease? And before this, Drishti IAS Mukherjee Nagar classes has now shifted to Noida, and the first offline batch in English medium is starting from 12th of December and the timing is 6 p.m. So the exact address is C171/2 Block A Sector 15 Noida, and if you are traveling by metro then the nearest metro station is Noida Sector 15. The exact location of the Noida center, the link is provided in the description box. And also if you have any query, give us a call at 9311406440. Then the Union Health Ministry has urged states to make snake bites a notifiable disease. So the disease that is legally, a notifiable disease is a disease which is legally required to be reported to the government by both private and public hospitals. So till now, snake bites are not considered as notifiable disease, but if they will be considered a notifiable disease, then it will become the responsibility of the private and public sector or hospitals both to report the cases of the snake bites to the government. Now, first of all, about snake bites. So snake bites are a major public health challenge in our country, that is in India, because many a times we see that there are so many states where the prevalence of the snake bites are very, very high, and many people the number goes into thousands, double digit thousands, that the people who are losing life because of the snake bites. Then according to the 2020 Indian million death study, it talks about 3 to 4 million cases of snake bites are reported every year. So the reported cases goes to 3 to 4 million and estimated 58,000 persons. An estimated 58,000 persons die because of them annually. So in 1 year, around 3 to 4 million cases are reported, out of which 58,000 people lose their life. And the government has launched the National Action Plan for Prevention and Control of Snake Bite and Venoming. This was launched last year, and according to it, the aim is that making the number of cases half, making the number of snake bite cases half by the year 2030. And NAPSC also recommended that snake bites should be made a notifiable disease. So NAPSC has also made the same recommendation. Now, what is a notifiable disease? So the notifiable disease, the infections that are likely to cause an outbreak lead to deaths. So outbreak means that many people are getting infected by it, and also the death from these infections are high in number. that need to be investigated quickly to take appropriate public health measures, they are declared to be notifiable disease. So outbreak or means large number of people must be getting affected by it, deaths must be happening because of it, and the cases must be reported at the earliest. Then the list of notifiable diseases differs from state to state because notifiable diseases are not at the pan-India level. Every state declares their own notifiable diseases. That is why different states have different notifiable diseases. Then state governments are responsible for bringing out the notification. Then example, few of the notifiable disease examples are tuberculosis, HIV, cholera, malaria, dengue and hepatitis. Now, snake bite, a disease. How? So, snake bites can lead to acute medical emergencies that require immediate care. So, medical emergencies can happen and immediate care is required, because if immediate care is not given, then death can take place. They can cause severe paralysis also that can prevent breathing and can also lead to fatal hemorrhage, damage different tissues. So, paralysis can also take place. Snake bites need to be treated with antivenom to prevent death and severe symptoms. So, if the snake bite has taken place, then antivenom is required to prevent death. Now, about the fatal snake bites. So, what can happen if an snake bite takes place? There are more than 310 species of snakes in India, and out of which 66 are venomous and 42 are mildly venomous, while 23 snake species are considered to be of medical importance, as these 23 snake species, their venom can kill. Around 90% of the snake bites in the country are caused by the big four. So you can imagine that 90% snake bites are being caused by these four species of snake, and that is Indian cobra, common krait, Russell viper and saw-scaled viper. So these are the four species. Then the commercially available polyvalent antivenom. Polyvalent antivenom, it contains venom from all four species and is effective against 80% of the snake bites. So there is an antivenom in this. The big four species venom is there, and that is polyvalent antivenom, and it is effective in around 80% of snake bites. Now, why center wants snake bites to be a notifiable disease? Why the center is asking to make the snake bites a notifiable disease? So that is because if it will be given the status of a notifiable disease, then proper surveillance will take place, and proper surveillance of snake bites will take place. So it will help determine the precise number of snake bite cases and also deaths across India. Then this information will be used to effectively manage, prevent and control cases of snake bites. Because if proper information will not be provided, or if proper information will not be observed, then how the management of the scenario will take place, how the prevention of the further snow bite will take place, and how the extent of what needs to be controlled will come into the picture. Then adequate antivenom can be provided to various regions, like for example the region where more number of cases are observed as compared to the region where very less number of cases are observed. Then proper training can be imparted in areas where snake bites are frequent. Now the medical staff also needs proper training, that how in case of an snake bite emergency treatment needs to be given. Then according to the NAPSE, most snake bites happen in densely populated, low altitude and agricultural areas, because in these areas the snakes can sustain very well. Then the states which have very high prevalence of snakes or snake bites are Bihar, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Rajasthan and Gujarat. So these are the states where more number of snake bites are reported. Now what are the challenges in testing snake bites? So there are majorly 3 challenges. First is treatment, second is antivenomous, and third is venom collection. treatment means that snake bite victims either do not reach a healthcare center in time or they do not go there, because when a person sees a snake, the level of fear is so high that the person can fall, the person can faint, and also the person can lose consciousness. And also if the snake bite has taken place, then the person is not able to go to the hospital themselves. Then antivenomous. Now antivenomous are biochemical constituents, and the effect of the venom from the same snake species may differ based on the geography. Now antivenoms are a necessity when it comes to the treatment of the snake bite. But now what happens is that snake bites venoms are usually collected from the regions of Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Karnataka by a community called Irulas. So they are the snake hunters, and they are the people who give the snake species to the government. Then what happens is, then antivenom is prepared from these species of snake. But according to the geography, different geographical location, on the basis of the different geographical location, the snakes can vary, and also the venom of the snakes, or the intensity of the venom of the snakes can also vary. Then venom collection. Now setting up zonal venom collection. Setting up zonal venom collection banks across the country to develop antivenoms that can cover the regional differences. Now when zonal venom collection will be provided, then the collection of the antivenom will at the earliest can take place, because if the zonal offices, they do not have the venom collection, then it becomes difficult to go to a far place for collection of the antivenom. Then according to the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972, this limits the access to snakes, making it difficult to set up such banks. So this is one of the limitations on setting up of the zonal venom collection, because the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, it limits the access to snakes. Now in the end, a prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. So the target year for aiming to halve snake bites death by the National Action Plan for Prevention and Control of Snake Bite Envenoming is 2050, 2020, 2025, 2030 and 2040. We have discussed this in the video. So give me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time. Keep reading, keep writing and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.